What's up, guys? Welcome to Studio Day Heffrey, where we got some things to talk about today. Stephen Jones talking about Dak Prescott. A lot of great mailbag questions from you guys, which, of course, you can leave in the comments right here on this video. Just go to the comments and leave what you want to talk about tomorrow, and I do my best to take care of you. Okay? Appreciate you. Make sure you mash that thumbs up. Need that from you. Talk to me in the comments. I get lonely sometimes. I need you guys. So, I will have all your comments in a second when I figure out where I put them. But first, let's talk about what Stephen Jones had to say about Dak Prescott, where I could play the audio for you, but that would just be extra work, and who wants to do that? I got to do 5 hours of radio here in just a little bit. He said, obviously, we had a great visit with him at the deadline. I get kind of mixed up because I get tempted to go all the way to Jerry voice, so I can't really do a Stephen other than to say at the end of the day and obviously. Said we had a great deal with him at the deadline. This is on DallasCowboys.com, by the way. Push to try to have a few more changes here and there, see if we can get it done. But he's got such a great outlook on the Dallas Cowboys, our football team, and he's ready to go out and win a Super Bowl, which would only create more value for him, more value for the Cowboys. So we're fired up. Still have nothing but 100% belief in Dak, 100% there, and his future with the Cowboys, and that we can ultimately get a deal done. He's special. As Jerry and I have said, we're 110% behind him and ultimately feel like we'll get this done. And part of me agrees with him just because it's like, wait, he's a quarterback, and he's the quarterback of the Cowboys. If they want to keep him, they're going to keep him. But it's well documented in the history of my videos on here that math is the problem. Math is a challenge. That might make me want to segue. Maybe we should segue. He mentioned coronavirus and how that can make negotiations more difficult. Next year, here's what I want to do real quick. Joel Corey, I'm just going to on the fly here, because our buddy Joel Corey of CBS Sports wrote a really cool article where he was talking about the reduced salary cap. If you guys didn't see that news story, the owners and the NFL Players Association have already reached an agreement where the 2021 salary cap, the floor is $175 million. So, like right now, the NFL salary cap is $198.2 million. If coronavirus never existed, then next year it'd probably be $210 million, give or take. So, NFL teams are going to be, if that floor is in play, don't count out that Jerry Jones and the other owners are going to find a way to make a ton of money this year by selling the digital fake seats and slapping ads down on seats and all that sort of stuff. I can't see the NFL actually having the salary cap go down $23 million year to year, but that's the floor. So potentially that could happen, right? So if that happens, then the Cowboys, let me make sure I get the numbers right here. Then the Cowboys, Joel Corey says here in his article, they've already got $182 million in salary cap commitments for 2021. So without Dak on the books for any dollars, they would already be, if they have to go to the $175 million floor, they would already be $7 million over, and they would need about $38 million to even put the tag on Dak. So that works out to being $45 million over the cap. So they'll have a ton of work to do just to tag the dude. And I didn't even mean to talk about Dak a bunch today, just that Steven talked about him. Steven and Jerry love him. At least according to their words, not necessarily their actions. And they're planning for him to be the Cowboys quarterback forever. Hell, maybe next year that $38 million tag deal will make them get a deal done to get his first year lower in the emergency year there. So maybe they'll kind of fold to his demands just to try to get that first year down and spread out the money towards the back end of that contract. But that's why they like long contracts, and Dak wants a short contract. So I don't know, because it's going to be a tough negotiation. I don't know what happens. But there's super good news in this article. You guys want to hear something funny? I know the salary cap's not real. There's people that tell you that. Don't listen to them. Listen to me. That's what you're here for, right? Make sure you're subscribed. You got the notifications turned on. Be part of the 15% club who has the notifications turned on that doesn't miss a video here. Teams with the biggest 2021 salary cap problems. Okay? You guys ready for this? Remember, I just told you, the floor, the salary cap could be as low as $175 million next year. The Eagles have $263.7 million of cap commitments for 2021. So if it's 175, they are $88 million over the cap for next year. Now, they do have like $23 million of cap space right now, which they could carry over. But even if they carry that over, then we take them down to 240. It's 175. That's 40, 25, 65. There's still $65 million over the cap. And most of their big money players are uncuttable. So they're going to have to do a ton of restructures. The salary cap is coming for the Eagles. The salary cap is coming for the Eagles. I would have never believed that Jalen Hurts was the future quarterback of the Eagles until I saw this article. Like, they're just going to have to restructure a whole bunch of things, and they're going to be stuck with a bunch of guaranteed money in future years for guys that they're praying to God stay healthy and super good at football. And maybe they will be trying to wiggle out of Carson Wentz in a year or two. So that's just great. That's great news, right? The misfortune of your rivals is great news for you. All right, let's get to your mailbag. Let me get to what you got. Oh, no. Let's not get to your mailbag. Hold on. Did you guys see? So Dak Prescott is a partner in Walk-On's Sports Bistro. And I will say this. I've been there. It's delicious. But they had a little commercial that I saw on Twitter yesterday where Dak is sitting there. He's got his kick-ass Dallas hat there. He's got 3 different kinds of chicken in front of him. He's got the ranch and the blue cheese, and they kind of ask him, hey, which one's better, ranch or blue cheese? And he announces that he's a ranch guy, and then he dips his chicken in the ranch, and he eats it. You guys know I'm a big Dak guy, but I don't know if I could give a contract extension to a guy who eats boneless wings, one. No, let me rephrase. You can eat whatever you want. I'm not here to judge you for your foods. You can eat whatever you want. Just don't call it a boneless wing. That's the mistake. You're eating a chicken nugget. That's a chicken nugget. Wings have a bone in them. A boneless wing, like, what is the claim there? That they're ripping all of the meat off of wings and then repurposing it into a little ball and making it, like, that's a chicken nugget. So just know that if you support the boneless wing, you're eating chicken nuggets. And I won't shame you for that either. Just call it what it is, okay? And if you get a giant boneless wing, you're eating a chicken strip. We already got names for these things. We don't need to come up with a new name. And ranch and blue cheese. Here's my ranch and blue cheese take. You can give me yours in the comments. I know, I'll get shamed for my palate. It happens a lot. My ranch and blue cheese take is whichever one you like, get a better chicken wing. How about that? Come over to my house. I'll make you wings. You don't have to dip it in anything because it's delicious. Come on, guys. Just eat your chicken. For crying out loud, By the way, the other teams in the most cap trouble in 2021 are the Saints and the Falcons, who are always 2 potential contenders. So good news for the Cowboys. Get your cap under control. It'd be really cool if you signed your quarterback a couple years ago and you were ready to rock, but you didn't. It's National Mutt Day, by the way. So shout out to my 2 mutts, Stompface and CD, and to all your mutts out there. All right, let's see here. Billy Harmon, he said if the salary cap takes a dump next year and goes down a bunch, what moves do you think the Cowboys should make to maximize their roster? Keep up the great job of keeping it real and interesting. I can look that up for you real quick. Let's see. Dallas Cowboys salary cap. Overthecap.com, 2021. Okay, so 2021. See, I actually show their top 51 at $175.5 million. So I don't know how Joel got, I believe, higher than that. But that's okay. So let's see. Tank Lawrence has a $22 million cap hit. So does Amari Cooper. Next year, they would both still be uncuttable. You could restructure either one if you wanted to save some money. Zeke is still uncuttable, and I don't want to restructure that deal because you don't want to have more and more guaranteed money for a running back being pushed into later and later years. It's a terrible idea. Tyron Smith and Zach Martin are the 2 names where you could save a bunch of money against the cap, $10.5 and $7 million, but obviously you're not going to do that because they're both still really, really good. I guess they would just go. They're really going to hope that this is more than $175 million and that they don't have to go to that salary cap floor. That's what the Cowboys are going to have to hope here, because the guys who save you the most are Tyron, Zach, Don Terry Poe can save you $4 million with a cut. Gerald McCoy can save you 3.25. Anthony Brown saves you 275, but that's $3 million in dead money. Greg Zuerlein could save you $2.1 million. Chris Jones could save you $2 million, but there's nobody that has really big numbers. That's tough. That's tough. Good news is when you try to do this for the Eagles, it's tough too. So the Cowboys' most likely thing I would imagine would be restructures of Zach Martin and Tank Lawrence to bring their numbers down and push some guaranteed money back. And that's how they'll free up some money. Whew. Better hope it's not $175 million or you are in trouble trying to get a Dak deal done. Okay. Let's see here. Grayson said Bleacher Report made an article on a 2016 redraft, took Dak at 1 and Wentz at 2. They had Dallas take Goff. Can you react to that article? I tried to look it up, and I saw one from 2017 from Bleacher Report, but I can't find what you're talking about. But I think that would be fine. Goff, you have to go back and look at the Rams year last year. Their offensive line was a train wreck. Only one guy was in every game. The rest of them had 3, 4, 5 different dudes playing all the different spots. Rams might still be okay, but again, that's a team that's in cap trouble, so maybe they won't be. AJ Hara. Dan Turner. Ooh, hello, Dan. It's my buddy Dan Turner. Met him at the Combine one time. We hung out and drank beer. Dan Turner posted this on Twitter. If I was to tell you one Cowboys rookie significantly outperforms where they were drafted, A, who would you want it to be? And B, who do you think it realistically would be? Cowboys rookie who significantly outperforms where they were drafted. Well, the answer for me will be CeeDee Lamb to both, because being picked at 17, it's not super duper high, and he's going to be great. And who will it realistically be? CeeDee Lamb. But that's cheating. So who do I want it to be is probably Tyler Biotish, because then in the 4th round, you would have gotten a good starting center for the next 4 years. So I think that would be the one that I'd love to see him outperform. Bradley and I is another option, because if you could get a solid pass rusher out of the 5th round, that's awesome. Neville Gallimore, that'd be good. I mean, they'd all be good. So I'll go Biotish is who I would hope it'll be. That's who I would want it to be. Or Trayvon Diggs. God, they're all good answers. But he was a 2nd-round pick, so he's supposed to perform better. Who do you think it realistically would be that's a rookie that outperforms his draft slot? I'll go. Anai is the guy who was drafted the latest according to my board, so he's a strong candidate there. Anai, Lamb, and Diggs are the 3 that I liked more than where they were picked. So between those 3, Lamb's cheating. I'll go Trayvon Diggs. I'll go with the corner. But that is a fun exercise. Let me know your answers to that. One Cowboys rookie, courtesy of the great Dan Turner, significantly outperforms where they were drafted. Who do you want it to be? And who do you realistically think it will be? Put that in the comments for me, as well as what you want to talk about tomorrow. And, hold on, Mac here. Best books to get into scouting. Somewhere around here I think it's Bill Belichick's dad's book. I think it's Steve Belichick, and it's the word scouting's in the title somewhere. You can look it up. Scouting Academy online. They got a Twitter account, too. You could follow them. I think a bunch of people go there to sort of learn how to do it. I learned how to do it by just hanging out with a scout. Whatever works for you. Just watch the game, stuff like that. My answers usually aren't the best. Just watch the game and figure out, hey, he did good. I guess that would be well. He did well, or he did poorly on that play, and why? And start writing down the reasons. And if you find consistent reasons why someone gets open or is able to cover or is able to make a tackle, bang, 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 there's your positives. If there's a consistent place where he struggles, why? Write it down. Bam. You're scouting. Chance, he said, all right, Jeff, I turned the notifications on now. Earn a thumbs up by answering this. Say QB2 doesn't get hurt in training camp 2016, and we never find out about Dak. Have you ever thought about the position the Cowboys would be in the 2017 draft? Chiefs picked Mahomes at 10. Cowboys probably would have been closer to the top. Would they have picked the Texas kid to replace the oft-injured Tony Romo? Oh, you son of a... yes? I'll just go yes. I have no idea, but yeah, sure. Thanks for putting us in a wormhole where Pat Mahomes is a Cowboy. You jerk, Chance. Okay. That's good for today. Get up in them comments, mash the thumbs up, turn the notifications on. Let me know in the comments if you made it to 1548. That's what I want to know today. And I'll catch you guys on the radio, all righty?